Welcome back to Grappling with Insanity. Today we're working outside, the outdoor edition. We're going to cover two different types of triangles from closed guard, half guard. The setup to get into those to the checkpoint is really the same, and we'll describe the checkpoint once I get there. The two different mechanics to get into the triangle will be different. One of them will be the way Danaher does his triangle from the clamp guard, and then the other one is the one where I typically do from the overhook position. Alright, so let's go ahead and I'll start with just some basic housekeeping on the half guard. So I typically work a half guard. I'll do it on this side and then I'll do everything else. A lot of times you see half guard and people will get this figure four on, right? They're down here, maybe this guy's got an underhook. You know, maybe he's working on a cross face, maybe he's working on pulling this arm out, whatever it is. Once he has his underhook and he can get his bottom leg onto my leg, start working a knee slice, I'm in danger, right? So keeping this is only holding off the inevitable for just a short period of time, right? What I want to do is I want to take my foot over the back of his calf and have this foot free to move around. From here I can bring it in to get a Z-guard, a high knee shield. You know, I can work in this clamp guard we're going to talk about. It really allows a much more active guard for half guard. You can do the same thing. Right? So I want to keep this foot over the calf. And either you've wrapped up yourself, got an underhook, because this is the position you want to be, or they got the underhook themselves. They have an underhook and we have the overhook. We have the overhook whizzer on them. And now what I'll do is I'll just do it on the other side. I have to watch myself because I'm migrating down. So I'm going to get my half guard on like I just showed you. My foot is over the calf. And this foot is free. Right? It's an active foot, active half guard. So from here, this person is doing one of two things. They're trying to get chest to chest, and their head, they have this underhook. They're putting this head right into my chin to make me look that way, to give me kind of a twisted half guard. And then what that does allows them to do is to take this hand, push my knee down, pop their knee onto mine, and then knee slice out and come around into a side control. Alright, so what I want to do is I never want to have chest to chest position. This is bad for me. It's putting me flat on my back, and anytime there's chest to chest position, you're very close to losing control. So what I need to do for half guard is I either need to have this person's shoulders down by my hips, or I need to have my shoulders down by his hips, like in deep half, right? And that's something Paul Schreiner talks about in his half guard series, right? So he has an underhook, I have an overhook. I'm getting a whizzer on, and I'm not getting up on here and really breaking the shoulder down with my shoulder. All I'm doing is putting my hand right on my ribs, kind of grabbing my love handles here, and maybe I'm controlling the back of the head at this moment right now, so he can't pull out, he can't advance. I can put my forearm on his shoulder so he can't advance. But this is only going to last for so long, because he's going to start moving my elbows with this hand here. Right? So what I want to do is I want to get my elbow on the inside on his forearm. Right? I want to get on his forearm and create a little frame on this section here. And as I do that, I want to bring my left knee up to his shoulder, and I want to break his posture down, right? So three things I need to do in order for me to advance. I either need to mess with his base, I need to break his posture, and then I need to take away his structure of his passing, right? So his posture, which all makes up alignment, that's Rob Bernanke kind of vernacular. I'm breaking down his posture, throwing off his alignment, and taking away the structure of his pass away. And from here, I'm going to pull my leg. Once I have this in this position here, I'm going to bring my knee up, my shin, and put it against his bicep, my hand catches the back of his tricep. And now by having this setup, this overhook or arm wrap, and this kind of setup where I'm pulling and pushing, which is the classic, jiu-jitsu kind of concept, push-pull. It really takes away a couple of those things. It takes away his ability to pull out and his ability to push back into me. He can't push into me because my knee is creating a frame. I'm keeping him away. I'm keeping distance. It's a distance manager, right? This knee is, I can really take this arm out at this time right now, because what this knee is doing is driving this elbow open, this open elbow concept of Ryan Hall, right? And this leg is breaking the structure down by pinning it here. Really, you could get into a shoulder lock in here by pulling it here. But what we're going to do is, we're still covering this, right? We're in this position here. You can either grab your shin here to keep this arm locked in. Back of your tricep is against his elbow. Then from here, what you'll want to do is reach down to his hand and post out, right? From here, you want to bring your knee up to your chest. You don't want to just, once you have this open, you don't want to try to kick through and try to squeeze your leg through and he gets caught and then he re-grabs it, right? So once you post his hand out, you want to jack your knee all the way up to your face, like you're trying to knee yourself in the face. So once you're in here, you slide down to the wrist, you post it out, you're keeping pressure on the back of his shoulder, keeping him facing on the mat, and then you want to try to knee yourself in the face, shoot it over, and get this triangle trap triangle, right? From here, you can do all your adjustments. I would control the head. Right from here, grab your shin. If you want, get into position, grab your shin. If you need to at this moment, you can either swim this in, get the hand on the other side, up, grab the back of the head, shin, adjust, triangle, right? Get your angle, cover that shoulder. Alright, so from half guard again, the way this works. And the reason why I'm doing this with the gi on, because it's warm out, and the gi is catching some of the moisture from the sweat. It also allows me to move him around a lot easier. I can grab the belt, I can grab his gi and whatever, but I'm doing this kind of as a no-gi kind of setup, so I'm not really using this to pull myself into positions. I'm just using it to adjust him, because he can't do it himself. Alright, so I'm in half guard. Again, I would want his shoulders down by my hips. I get my elbow in, and I frame the arm away, and I slide my shin up. Trap his arm between my hand and my shin. And as I'm doing that, my left leg is coming up to this clamp guard, right? So now I have a sandwich in here. I have my shin, my leg, his body, my other leg, and I'm pinching these together, right? This arm, he can't get back and create a frame because I'm staying in this kind of crunch position. I'm not just laying here flat. I'm staying active and crunching, right? Grab your own shin. When it's time to go, you're going to slide your hand down to his wrist, and you're going to bring your knee up to your chest. Kick it through, grab the back of his head, grab your shin, and then make your adjustments, right? You can lock this on. I'm not too concerned whether his arm is in or out. I mean, you can get it over, hip up, over. Grab this arm, create the angle, hide the shoulder, triangle. Alright, so that is from half guard. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is just going to show you what I'm calling the checkpoint. Right? And a checkpoint can be, it's the end position from the half guard and the close guard. End position being, I have this overhook. I have this overhook or this arm wrap, or they got the underhook. However you want to look at it. I have my shin on their bicep, and my hand trapping the arm in between it. So it's trapping this right here. I'm up on my side, and this leg is breaking their posture down, right? So this is what I'm calling a checkpoint, meaning I got to this specific point. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to surveil the scene and see where I need to go from here. My next move for the triangle would be to pressure up just a little bit, reach down, grab the hand, post this out, pull my knee to my chest, shoot this out, get the triangle trap. Control the head, control the shin, angle off, and get the triangle. Right? Another thing that could happen from the checkpoint is I'm in here, I'm in the checkpoint, and maybe he's really hugging this leg, and even if I go to grab it here, I can't pull it out. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I would blade here on my side, and instead of trying to get my leg out, I would just throw my foot up to my hand, feed that over, and now we just go into omoplata. From here I can pull my leg out, and I go into omoplata, right? There's probably another half a dozen techniques I can do from here, but that's what I'm calling the checkpoint. So the next variation of the triangle from the checkpoint, I'll show it all the way through. So let's just do it from close guard, right? So from close guard, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get an overhook or an arm wrap. You can get that a number of different ways. Right now I only have the gi on just to kind of catch some of the moisture because it's hot out. I'm acting like it's no gi, so I'm not going to grab the gis and move them into position, get a pocket grip or anything. I'm just going to grab the hand and get a reverse kimura, right? So I have the reverse kimura. From here, I'm going to bring my legs in and shoot the arms up overhead and get this overhook. Grab the back of the head. From here, I can shrimp off the body without putting my feet down. This hand comes down, my forearm comes down to his bicep and pushes it over my knee. I shelf it over my knee and I trap it. This leg comes up and gets that clamp, and now I'm back in the headquarters, or the checkpoint, right? I'm in the checkpoint. I'm in between techniques. It's a checkpoint. Going from A to B, there's a checkpoint in the middle, right? So from here, maybe I can't get this leg out right now. Danaher shows his triangle where he's in this clamp guard. Leg is across the shoulders, parallel with the shoulders. The other leg is in between, and you're squeezing, so you have like a little sandwich here, right? At this point, I can kind of take this overhook out because this knee is really pushing this elbow up, and he really can't get it back. It's almost like he's in an omoplata where the hand is in the pocket, and especially if I'm like this, I grab my shin, and my back of my tricep is on the back of his tricep. He's not getting this out, all right? This position, he's not really going anywhere. So now if I want to go into Danaher's triangle, my legs are pinching, my foot just goes to the opposite shoulder over here. And if he's posting up and he's kind of moving around, as you do this, posts out, it creates some momentum that he wants to take his hand out and post because he doesn't want to get knocked over. And at that moment, when his hand goes out, is when you pull your knee to your chest, shoot this out, get the triangle trap triangle, grab the head, grab the shin, micro adjustments, boom, right, triangle. One more time. You can do that from close guard. All right, so close guard, we're in here. He's getting dangerous, he's got the underhook, that's not good for me. He's up high. I want to get his shoulders to my hips, so I need to get him down. All right. So to get him down, I can either get him down, push him this way, or break his posture down. Now he's closer to my hips. Right? Maybe he's grabbing my leg, and I can't get my arm grab in here. Another thing I can do is just kind of go down and hold his hand, toss the foot up on the shoulder, and then as that comes out, he posts, hold this leg out, and shoot across. Get the trap triangle, grab the leg, grab the head. Look, adjustment here, boom. Pull that back. Get this hand across. Get the angle. Triangle. Right? So that checkpoint, this is just kind of cooking him for a bit, figuring out what he's doing, right? Once we get to this point, You can put that in the shoulder. You know, you can move the hand out. Boom. Just. Boom. Triangle. Here. All right. So that is your second kind of adjustment with the triangle, and that's it. Have a good day. Later.